Man, it's actually feel like Christmas, doesn't it? Like actually the weather outside is frightful. Awesome.
And the fire is so delightful.
But yes, we got a little snow. Anybody here like snow? Must have been happy.
Woo!
I wish it happened today.
Yeah, it's kind of like really. Actually, it's really cold. So hopefully, some of you that like cold weather, you're enjoying this. Oh man, I guess a lot of you, or half of you, probably went skiing yesterday or snowboarding. And I noticed this morning some of you just coming in like, walking in. And I tell you, man, it's like anything that has to do with like snowboarding or skiing. Oh man, I applaud you guys for, staying there all day yesterday from morning till night, skiing and snowboarding. It was fun just to hear some stories that people just talking about how, everything went well, but, I think one incident, Callie fell down and flat on her face and the goggles broke in half, and I think Frida fell down and apparently landed on her buttocks, and then the shock got so bad it went up to her brain. And, like she got a headache, and then I know Megan's suffering and Amy's hurting, and so a lot of people hurting, and then every once in a while you have somebody that you think that it's like just like holy. I'm just but then like obviously sometimes situations will get to you. We have Daniel coming down the mountain, and then saying words that usually doesn't come out of his mouth. But it was good that nobody actually got hurt really bad. All right, it's good because you guys know my stories that when it comes to skiing and snowboarding, a lot of you came up to me and said, "Oh, you're not going skiing or snowboarding," and then I even didn't even go tubing. It's like I just don't like snow, and snow and I don't really mix well. And I know I told you stories many times that every time I only went to snowboarding or skiing 5 times in my life, all right? And 5 out of 5, something always happened. Actually, 4 times in my life. And every time I went, there's always some incident that happens. The first time I ever went, I got a concussion, and I woke up in the ER room. All right? The second time, I broke a friend's ribs because I collided into him. The third time I went, the ski lift broke, and I was up in the ski lift for like 45 minutes. In jeans. I didn't have ski clothes. And let me tell you, my jeans became very hard. And I was really upset. And then the last time I went, it was 2 years ago with you guys. It was, I ended up with a pinched nerve in my butt because I keep falling down. So yeah, skiing doesn't really relate to me. I just wanted to share one story though about skiing. It's kind of funny. Some of you know my friend Pastor Sam, right? And he went skiing one time, and then he said just like how Daniel got kind of suckered into going up to was it Black Diamond?
Blue Black.
Blue Black.
Yeah.
Well, Pastor Sam and his friend was like, hey, let's go up to this like the steepest part of the ski slope. So he's like, I can probably do this. So Pastor Sam went up there, and then he, as he was going down, he actually fell face first, right? He was skiing, and actually what happened? He actually his shoulder got dislocated. Now, if you see him now, he has a bone that sticks out like this. But he never went to like surgery. He just kept it there. But here's the thing: he fell on the ground, right? And I guess he was laying there for a couple minutes. And somebody that was going down actually called the 911, if you want to call it, right? The rescuers. So he said that he got up and then dusted up the snow, picked up the skis, and he began to walk down the snow slope, right? And in about a couple minutes, he sees the rescuer in a snowmobile come up to where he was. And behind him was a stretcher, right? And the snowmobile guy was like, hey, are you the guy that fell down? He's like, yeah. He's like, man, Pastor Sam's like, I'm fine. I just walked down. He's like, no, it's procedure. When somebody reports it, they just strap it in the stretcher. Right? And he's like, no, I'm totally fine. It's okay. Let me just walk down. He's like, no, sir, I'll get fired, So Pastor Sam, okay. So he said that he got in the stretcher and he strapped him in. Right? And then he's like, so he's lying there, all you see the sky. And as he was going down the mountain, he was hearing them. He was just like saying to himself, oh man, this is so awkward, And then the guy in the front who was driving the rescue was like, are you okay? Because his back to the and his pastor's like, I'm all right. And all of a sudden, Pastor Sam said he heard somebody go, and And then he said that he saw the sky become snow. And so what happened was Pastor says that he fell in the snow like this, and he can't move. Right? And the snow, so he was suffocating. Like, oh, this is the end of me. And then about like a couple minutes later, he said the rescuer turned him over, and he said that all his pain and all his agony just totally was like in laughter. Because he said when the rescuer turned him over, this guy had like 2 bloody noses, and his head was like cracked open with blood. And he's saying, "Are you okay?" But apparently he said that the rescuer, as he was taking Pastor Sam, he fell into like a dirt road and lost control. And the whole thing just flipped, and he threw the rescuer off the snowmobile.
Whew, happy Sunday to all, and I hope everyone is doing well this week so far. By the time you see this video, it's probably around like Tuesday. Anyways, yeah, church is over with, and I hope everyone had a good Sunday. Going to be doing some cleaning right now because well, we have a meeting later, and everyone went to go eat first, so that when we come back after we meet and do all the meeting stuff, then we can clean up and do all that things. So this is what it's going to look like right now. All this stuff right here, the curtains and everything. I'm gonna try to get rid of everything as much as possible before people start coming back and helping me. I've done the whole thing one time before by myself, but that took me about an hour. Let me see how much I can get done in. I have no time limit, so I don't know when they're coming back. But yeah, let's do this. Oh, by the way, if you don't know, all the sermons and stuff that I record with my camera, I get that on. I put that on the other channel. I believe it's the Crossover Church YouTube channel name. So if you guys want to check over there for any time you want to see messages and praise, music and stuff like that, it's over there. So just trying to promote my other channel. Well, it's not my channel. So actually, I just run it. So anyways, go over to that channel if you can, please. All right. So everyone, well, not everyone, but most of the people here, they've started arriving. I guess I didn't hear them. They were knocking on the door outside. But I got some of the curtains, all the cords, and all the other stands put away. Speaker stands and speakers and stuff. So yeah, I did pretty good, I guess. Time for the meeting now. Out to lunch. One of these few days that I can actually go to a lunch for like an hour, going to a Chinese buffet with my best bud, PD, Pastor David. Plate number 1. I've never eaten this much during lunchtime, so I'm going to be curious how much I can actually eat. Round 2. Fight. I don't know. Some of the stuff looks questionable, but whatever, I'll eat it.
Everything you remember, you studied, will come back again. More importantly, preparing a good sheet of notes is far and away the best way to study for an exam that I've ever found. This is what I did when I was a student myself. Even though I wasn't allowed to bring the sheet in to the class, that's how I always studied for exams. I'd write stuff out beforehand and study from my notes. A good sheet of notes is an excellent way to prepare. If I were you, what I would do would make all butter. Our society could produce no guns whatsoever, and thus with every other resource we've got, every other person in the society, all of our capital, all of our factories, all of our everything being used to make butter, we could produce 500 units of butter. On the other hand, if we produce absolutely no butter at all, and instead have all of our resources, all of our workers, all of our factories, all of our everything go toward making guns, we could produce 400 units of guns. But of course, we don't have to go all or nothing. We could produce some of each. And the rest of this table indicates some of the other combinations of guns and butter that this society could produce, given the resources it has, the quantity and the quality of the resources that it has, and the technology that's available.
I'm at the gas station again, and same one where they play Christian music. And I don't know, I guess, I've been kind of depressed and kind of sad lately, and this place actually makes me feel a little bit better. you know, I've been doing a lot of talking and a lot of soul searching, you know, especially with the people I know. And you know, right now I just want to apologize to anyone, you know, if I ever made them uncomfortable or, you know, kind of, you know, I just want to apologize. And, you know, my heart has always had good intentions, and I love everybody. You know, some a little more than others, I guess. But, you know, you know, I've been at that stage in my life where, you know, it's kind of hard and difficult to really be patient about things in that area of my life. So, I just want to say sorry to anyone if I've ever, you know, approached anything in the wrong way. I don't know. Sometimes I just can't help it. Sometimes, I guess I'm a romantic, and I want to show romance to somebody, but I can't find that right person. I try every different possibility, everyone that I can think of. You know, and I know these people. You know, it's just really really tough for me right now. And anyway, I'm done with my gas, and I'm gonna go ahead. Actually, I'm gonna be a little bit brave. I'm gonna see who's actually playing this stuff, who's like in charge, and maybe I can get like say hi and say thanks. You know. Anyway.